What created a need for AI? Bad writing.
Bad writers.
Bad writers, too many writers, too expensive, and now they have all these crazy demands. Not all the demands are crazy. Some of them are pretty fair. Like residuals off of streaming and stuff, which is very, very nebulous, and we have no idea. Right. The problem is, there's a saying: don't ask questions you do not want to know the answers to. I don't think the Producers Guild or the streamers will ever, ever, ever release. They'll die on that hill. They will not release the numbers.
Nerdrotic.com.
So this is what the writers are really afraid of. It's AI and them being better than they are, which is hilarious.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like you're the factory worker who was assembling automobiles, and you're being replaced by a machine, and creative and service industry employees, rightfully so, for a long time. What hairdresser is going to think they're going to be replaced by a machine or something like that? Could happen someday, and writers just never conceived that this could happen. They wrote many stories about regular people being replaced by machines and never thinking it could happen to them. And now they're saying, we have to make this illegal. You might as well make the weather illegal. Whether you like it or not, I'm not the biggest fan of AI in all areas, but it doesn't matter. It's fucking here. And it's not really AI. Michio Kaku was on Joe Rogan, and he explained it perfectly. It's just an advanced search. That's all it is. It's a super advanced search. But it can't discern what's good, so you can troll the AI. And it's going to be a while until, so it's not artificial intelligence. That's all it is. But it will be someday, and that's bad. Even Elon Musk, who wants to link something in your fucking brain, said AI is bad. Which I would never do, by the way. I'm glad I'm too old for that shit.
What could be nefarious about this, though, is just as much as the NPC writers are to being programmed, the AI is even more. So now they can put in, we need 30% black women, transgenders, and we need this many storylines, and then the AI will just write whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of it's how the models are trained, because all
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Training it to look for certain things and to present certain patterns. And that's the issue when they talk about AI bias, because it is going to be as biased as the individual who is creating the model.
The hilarious thing is you can't tell me writers weren't already using whatever the fuck it is,
absolutely,
to write scripts and cheat on scripts to come up with formats. They've been using it. So these motherfuckers are on strike fighting something that they've been fucking using. Okay.
I mean, we've watched a Marvel show in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some fucking AI in there. There was something that came out with Marvel. A lot of their fight scenes were already some sort of AI generated thing.
Yeah.
Where they would put in certain things that they wanted, and a computer program would come up with ideas for their fight scenes, and then they'd obviously fine tune them and tweak them. But they were people have been using this kind of thing.
Yeah, well, this technology has been around for a while. I mean, they used it in the Lord of the Rings films, specifically in the very large battles.
Yeah, so all those little guys in the background that are CGI, their actions as to who they're going to fight and when they die and fall down, that was basically AI, algorithm programs to get it organic, so they didn't have to animate every single one.
I was watching Civil War and Guardians, the first one, just last night, and the effects look better in those films than they do.
Yes.
1,000 times better.
Bro, look at the first Iron Man movie versus even Endgame. I get it. You're so much more easily able to do things with just a full CGI suit and looks cool in fight sequences. But when they're just standing there, it looks
stupid,
shockingly bad.
Really bad.
You compare it to something that actually has a little bit more practicality.
Nebula looks 1,000 times better in the first film. For one, she looks like a girl. And it's real makeup, and Karen Gillan shaved her fucking head for the role, and you can tell everything at each movie they get puffier and puffier.
I think the difference is, though, when you go back and see a movie like Jurassic Park and those shots still hold up, is because they had far fewer number of shots to CGI and work on, so they could focus on those and really have the artistic time to flesh those out. Now every single shot has a million different little pieces of composite and CGI and blending things in, and it's you're stretching over 3 different studios,
and it's crazy because you're on these timelines that are 2 years, right? And Jay Longbone, you're an editor, you're a pretty damn good editor, and post-production is now parsed out between effects houses, right? So some are better than others. Remember The Orphanage, guys? Remember the last movie they did, I believe, was Iron Man before they shut down, and they were kind of an offshoot of, I believe, Lucasfilm, of Industrial Light and Magic. Now there's like hundreds of these effects houses, and some are better than others. So like it's about bidding. So that's why some effect shots look like shit, because they're done by the shittier places that are cheaper, and others, and it's impossible to manage. And I don't like editing this stuff under like a deadline would be maddening. Like I would hate editing. I would quit.
Yeah, sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, sounds fucking terrible. The writer's strike has there's been tons of benefit. All of late night has been shut down, so America is healing.
Oh,
hey, wouldn't it be a weird time to release a late night show?
Oh, that'd be
interesting. It'd be a really interesting time to do that.
Interesting timing. Interesting timing.
Kind of like live streaming during the pandemic, kind of a
kind of like that.
And then there's Andor shut down. Unfortunately,
no,
Cobra Kai's shut down. Sorry to tell you
that is actually
Stranger Things shut down.
There's
never seen it.
Blade is shut down.
Well, that might be.
I'm happy for
Blade
that.
never got going to me.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, when you're on your third complete and total rewrite, turns out you need writers still. So.
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, they're just trying to find somebody who will actually go along with the shit story that they're trying to push for it.
But everything's going to be fine.
Everyone else keeps walking out.
Everything's going to be fine because the Acolyte is not shut down and the Rings of Power is not shut down.
Those garbage.
So we still have content. We still have content.
Dude, I want that Acolyte. It's going to be...
It's the Marvels of
so
Star
bad.
Wars. It's going to be fucking terrible. It might even be
man.
worse.
Did you know Leslie Headland's queer?
It's going to be Star Wars Blood Origin.
I know.
That's what
I know
it's
she's
gonna
the
be.
former assistant
Harvey
to Harvey
Weinstein's
Weinstein.
former
Yeah.
personal assistant.
Yes.
Just so we're clear
The
on that.
Judas
Harvey
goat.
Weinstein's former
Too
personal
ugly to
assistant.
be
Too ugly
assaulted.
to be assaulted. There you go.
Yeah.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.